Money Monday is brought to you by Purple Bricks. If you are buying or selling your home, go to purplebricks.com.
And we're going to make the process pretty easy breezy for you on a Monday morning. Welcome back. All week, we are focused on the struggles to find a great place to live at an affordable price. And on this Money Monday, we are talking about how to save some cash and get the home or apartment that's perfect for you. We've got Liz McDonald. She's here. She is a real estate broker. Also, she's the founder of the Rental Girl Leasing and Sales. She's got some great tips for renters and the latest on the housing trends and affordability. Welcome. It's good to see you.
Thank you, Rita. Thank you so much for having me. I'm so happy to be here.
Yeah, I'm so glad you're here. One of the first things I think about when it comes to California renting or buying is it's super expensive, but you've got some good news. So let's start off with just talking about if you're in the market right now, what do you need to know?
Let's start with credit.
Yeah.
Do you know your credit score?
Yes.
I recommend going to freecreditreport.com and pulling your credit. And if your credit is a little less than desirable, you can go to skybluecredit.com, and for a small monthly fee, they help you increase and improve your credit score. A lot of our clients are using this service, and our agents too, not just to get into a rental, but also thinking about the future, getting into future home ownership.
And if you're a first-time renter, maybe first-time buyer, here's the other thing. Credit scores, wouldn't you say, Liz, it's not something you just look at and then you kind of put in your back pocket. You have to constantly monitor it. I personally have an app on my phone, and I get dings all the time. I'm like, what did I do? Did I make a payment? Did something go up? Did I open a new account, right?
Right, absolutely. I definitely recommend signing up for a monthly service that monitors your credit.
Okay, so let's talk about the application. Let's say you're ready, you've got your credit score, you know what you qualify for, you show up at the apartment complex. What do you need to have?
I'm so glad you asked this. And actually, my number one tip to renters is before you get to that point, before you even start looking, get your application package together.
Yeah.
What's an application package? If you go to our website, therentalgirl.com/apply, we have a short video that details what to do to put together a really amazing application package. But basically, it's going to be a complete application. Don't leave anything blank. You want a driver's license, proof of funds, a proof of income, a copy of your credit score, and even a cover letter, like talking about yourself.
Like as if you're applying for a job, cover letter, what about a picture, like a headshot? Or
I don't recommend, you don't necessarily need that. But you want a complete package, and you want to cross your T's and dot your I's, because that's really going to make you stand out above everybody else.
So let's talk about just having your list of do's and don'ts or must-haves. I know for me, I just moved from Texas. One of the first things when I was calling around looking at apartments, I'm like, are pets allowed? Nope. Oh, see ya. I mean, like Rocky he had to come with me.
Well,
that was like
my tip for I mean, it's unfortunate because so many of us have pets. I mean,
60%.
And the majority of rentals don't allow pets. So what are we supposed to do, those of us who have pets? Don't just hang up the phone, or don't just cross it off the list if they say no pets. Get creative, talk to the landlord, and sometimes they're negotiable. And what I recommend is Google pet application, download a generic form, put together a pet application like you would an application for yourself. References from past landlords, from your old neighbors, talking about how great the pet was and how great of a pet owner you are. And when you find that listing that you just really have to have, go talk to the landlord, present to them the pet application, and say, hey, look how great of a pet owner I am.
You know, I know you mentioned no headshot or it's not required, but how about for a pet? Because, you know, oftentimes they want to know the size and the breed and all that stuff.
Yeah, absolutely. In that pet application, include pet photos, for sure.
Okay. Talk to me about the market, because one of the things I mentioned was, yes, it can be very daunting, especially if you're moving here, your first time a renter or buyer, you think, oh my gosh, you know, supply and demand, and I'm going to pay an arm and a leg. But tell me about what you've been seeing in the market.
You know, affordability has been a hot topic for a while now.
Yeah.
But what we're noticing is that the market is starting to cool off. Rents are starting to stabilize. In fact, Apartment List and CoStar recently came out with reports that show that indeed rents are plateauing. Also, additionally, this last month we saw a 10% increase in inventory, available rentals that hit the market. So I think as the summer heats up, the rental market's going to be cooling down.
And here's the other thing, 14% of renters double up. So that means people are now sharing the cost and splitting the cost. That's something else you guys are seeing?
We're seeing that trend as well, yes. You know, and then other good news for renters is there's new markets coming to LA that benefit first-time homeowners and renters. For example, Tenants in Common, TIC, hugely popular in San Francisco, and it allows renters to purchase their apartment unit through these new loan programs called fractional loans.
Great information, Liz. Thank you so much for all of that, and good luck out there if you are in search of that new apartment home.
Thank you.
Tough market out there. Good information. All right, coming up, Attorney General